Greetings. This is a volcano and earthquake watch for April 15 through to April 19. Significant geomagnetic disturbances have been recorded on the solar corona, registering a G1 class geomagnetic storm back on April 12. It is expected that during this watch period of a potential earthquake ranging from 6.8 to 7.3 in magnitude is possible. A fairly long sustained geomagnetic disturbance was initiated by a strong magnetic filament eruption that occurred back on April 12. It is expected that we will be receiving a stepping up in seismic activities during this watch period. We're now looking at the latest solar wind telemetry from ACE. 24 hours ago, solar wind speeds were at 650 km a second. They have now dropped significantly to 450 km a second. I'm expecting this drop to continue, and at around April 16 or 17, conditions may be ripe for a very strong earthquake. The GOES X-ray fluxman is showing a ramping up in activities, mainly due to a few active regions becoming more Earth-facing in the coming days. We may receive several M-class flares, which may mitigate or delay a seismic shock. Now looking at the outgoing long-wave radiation anomaly data. This is a 5-day moving average, and the data is obtained by polar orbiting satellites. This is a pretty good tool. We can also see the relationship between the OLR anomaly and also precipitation models in the tropic regions. Here is the latest information from the Solon.info website. We get to see a significant coronal hole formation deep down in the southern hemisphere, and this has grown quite rapidly over the last 48 hours. It does stem from 30 degrees down to the polar region, and there may be 1 or 2 significant earthquakes embedded within this coronal hole. Now looking at a split screen between the helioviewer and also the solar monitor, 193 angstroms, we get to see a significant coronal hole formation that's formed suddenly over the last 12 hours. I feel it may produce a significant earthquake, perhaps 6.8 in magnitude, over the next few days. The most likely locations would be 43 to 45 degrees South Latitude, and the best fit area would be Christchurch, New Zealand. I am very concerned about the sudden manifestation of this coronal hole deep down the southern hemisphere, which is 43 to 45 degrees South Latitude. New Zealand would be the best fit region, unfortunately, for this potential event, stemming down to the region just off the west coast of New Zealand. My second area of concern would be just off the coast of Aisen Chile. There is another region that may be affected, and that's a region south of Australia, and that's about 43 degrees South Latitude, and it has received an event in the past. Now looking at solar monitor and the 193 angstrom, we get to see this significant coronal hole feature, and I do feel that the main area or the main event could potentially be 29 to 34 degrees South Latitude. And my second area of concern will be the region in and around Chile. That will be the regions of Valparaiso to Coquimbo and also San Juan Argentina. There are 2 regions in the northern hemisphere that I will be plotting and charting. 53 degrees North Latitude does have a long lateral looking coronal hole, and also 28 degrees North Latitude may also be responsible for a significant earthquake during this watch. The area of Japan has been significantly affected by earthquakes the last 30 days. I'm going to be focusing on a region underneath Japan. That's the area of the Izu Islands and Bonin Islands as being the most probable location for a significant earthquake for the northern hemisphere. My second area of concern along this latitude would be the region of Pakistan and towards the border of western Afghanistan. Another region of concern would be southern Iran. I do feel there is a potential event 53 degrees North Latitude during this watch. The most likely areas would be Kamchatka Peninsula, Russia, or the area adjacent to the Rat Islands or the Aleutian Islands, Alaska. Okay, that's my earthquake watch for today, April 14, 2011. Annotations will be added during and at the end of the video. I'll also add my planetary alignment video, which falls for April 16, in the description box and as a video response. Thanks for watching.